people, CzarThwomp here, and welcome to episode 80 of Hollow Knight Silksong Blind. Last time, we explored around the Putrefied Ducks and the Whispering Vaults. We brought the fleet caravan over to that one beach area in the Putrefied Ducks, and we returned to Biowater via a secret path in the vault, and we found this abomination, this writhing, wriggling abomination. So, let's head over to Shellwood and see if Greymoor has any sort of association with it. After all, it kind of reminds me of Greymoor. And plus, it's not like it's a far trip or anything for us. Sister Spider, husk bound to branch. Watch over these bugs, passing safe. Warded by fear, no longer your meal. Oh, but that's just beautiful. Just being able to smash these guys in 2 hits. Okay, let's go down here. This associate with you? Bug, red cloak, far traveled, bring it here, the bud. It calls to the right, offer it. Okay. The bud, weak, new, it must be nourished. Nourished, it will be nourished. Well, you want us to find more polyps? The time of birth reproaches, the bud cries, yearning, the final rite may begin. White shell, red cloak, bug strong and old, the time of rebirth is near. Aid now the final rite. Okay? Very well, this final rite. What would you have me do if you have to be searching for polyps again, having to go to some secret area just to find them in the bellways? No, I'm not going back to the bellways. The time of birth is close. Now give, it shall host the final rite. The time of birth is near. Okay, I'm not like, okay, I've seen enough anime to know where this is going. What? Rite of rebirth, wish granted. Snaps Hornet's neck. Hornet's dead. You ever have one of those days? What happened to our health? We lost our crest! What the heck? No charms! Okay, well at least we have our downward attack still. Okay, and they've swapped it out. Okay, apparently if you tap the button, it will just keep going. Or maybe it was just an illusion. Okay, we have no way of knowing where we are because we lost our pin. Are we some torture dungeon? We have no silk. We have no tools. And we have no healing. Oh god, we have no healing. Okay, we need to get to the bottom of what the heck that was. Ah, there we are. We have no powers. We have nothing. You bring a bud. You bring a bud. Okay, chances are that's the way forward. Okay, that looks like the way forward. Every way looks like the way forward. Though frankly, no amount of rosary is going to help out if we basically can't restore ourselves. Where even are we? Okay. Okay, we're in the bottom section of the map. I want to get a checkpoint or something. Okay, I am dead lost. Okay. Okay, we're over there. If we take a left from the pit that we just crossed, we should be able to encounter Greyroot's house and get to the bottom of what the heck happened over there. I'm starting to think that maybe it was a case of just that bud being inserted inside Hornet. Basically, Hornet's essentially a vessel for this thing, and then basically it'll eat her from the inside. Yeah, we'll explore down there later, but for now, let's prioritize just getting answers, just fixing ourselves. Because I don't think the game would just screw you over just so royally, just taking away everything without giving you a good reward at the end of it all. Okay, we want answers. Okay, apparently we're not getting answers. Okay. I have a theory about what we will need to do, and it'll involve going back to going back to Greymoor, basically. Because there was that one NPC that was basically talking about, oh, hey, there's that... Oh, I want to see something nasty. And, well, nothing's nastier than what's happening to Hornet's soul. Oh my, what's the state you're in? You look like you're one breath away from keeling over dead. I was infected by a parasite, by a weird worm creature. Okay, I find one weird screaming, writhing bud in biowater, and this is what I get. I'll continue to live, madam, but I am indeed afflicted. A parasite has taken root within my shell. Perhaps you have something that could help me, a medicine? I'm not sure I still can't like that. You should ask Pablo there. It's his job to give directions and such, so he may have some useful advice. In the meantime, shopping itself is a type of medicine, isn't it? You should buy something now, given your condition. This might be your last chance. My sickly friend, Pavo can sense that you are ailing, but fret not. For in Bellheart, pilgrims may rest and recuperate until they are fit to travel once more. Your hospitality is appreciated, Pavo, but I fear rest alone will not suffice for this illness. A parasite has taken root inside me, one I cannot remove through strength alone. Tell me, are there any you know who might help me, a healer or a physician? A physician? Well, we did once have one, a frightening friend. Fiend, callous and crude in her practice. For the health of glorious Bellheart, we voted unanimously to expel her. I know not where she buzzed away to, but I prefer to keep it that way. But if you really must seek her out, you might start by speaking to the old hermit sulking beneath the bellway. Yes, that hermit seems mad, but he has a way of accumulating knowledge. He might be able to tell you where that wretched physician is lurking. Look, I don't know if the game wants you to basically go down this hint system. Because really, I can kind of figure that they're going to want us to go to that one house. With basically the, oh, don't come back until you bring me something that's really worth seeing. But it could also be one of those things where, oh, you got to go through the full length. You just can't skip right to the part where we get it removed.
What's this? Twitching its eye, you a slave within a slave! Give it over your shell to grow something greater!
A parasite has made its home within me. It saps my energy, and I cannot purge it with strength alone.
Ugh, lie down and die then, for all I care. Allow that wriggling thing its chance at life. Or else, go seek the one expelled from Bellheart, little Yarnaby. She was chased out high up into the moors, last I heard.
Okay, but I'm going to that house. Might as well give that house a look over. Okay, if we just keep going straight once we enter the center tower, we'll be good. Greymoor. Without my charm, I'm lost. I'm like a leaf in the wind. Hopefully this is the right way forward. Hey, why am I trying to fight? I don't want to fight. I want to get out of here. I want to basically survive. I saw something.
Sure, I say, unless you brought a worthy specimen with something truly nasty inside them, otherwise leave the great Yarnaby
In peace. Okay, this is Yarnaby.
I am sick, madam, and badly need your service. I've become a host to a vile infestation. It leeches my strength and attempts to wrest control of my shell. Now, what's all this? Infested, are you? Do you even know who I am? Why, 'tis the great Yarnaby, genius physician, unfairly outcast, who now towers before you. I apologize for intruding upon your work, but if you are the skilled physician you claim, I ask for your assistance. A parasite has wormed its way inside of me. Its roots twist and pull inside my shell, draining my strength. If you possess the skills and tools, I would see it removed. Well, so you're a special sickly specimen, are you? That changes matters, yes, turns them on their head. Let me see, not haunted indeed, no silk sickness, but something strange has certainly clawed its way in. These roots that torment you so. I'm not altogether familiar with them, but it matters not. If there's something nasty inside a shell that must come out, we use the great Yarnaby's extractor. It's your only hope. But to crack your zip shell, we'll first need some extra strength. The healing can be done, yes, but before that, my mighty extractor needs an upgrade. I'm done with helping people. This Bravo, a specimen who sees my brilliance. The task for you is simple. It opened a tangled mess of cages on the road above the moors. 2 bugs hide away there, Benji and Kroll, simple types, woefully ignorant, yet they have been useful in procuring me materials. It's steel spines I need, a full bundle of them, forged hard and sharp, together than I've ever had. Tougher than I've ever had, tougher enough to crack stone, than to pierce your thick shell. Then prepare your machine for my return, madam. I shall soon return with the spines, for I am eager to see myself freed.
And luckily for us, we're familiar with those two. Actually, you know what? It would be wise for us to sit down. Because I never know what's going to happen. Hornet just bursts into the bar.
I need booze!
And no tools, no anything. Curse you, rattling of chains. Curse you, rattling chains, and you're rattling. go. Where's my ability to heal? You two, help!
Good bugs! I'm here on request of the Dr. Yarnaby. She requires spines forged of steel for a crucial operation.
Gotta kill all the bugs! Oh, look at Benjamin. She's so sick, like caught up dark with something weird. I reckon that operation's for herself.
She's a sad type for sure, Crow. But sick or nut or scrap, odds found. If she's wanting, we've got to get paid.
Oh, afraid the little one speaks true, Missy. You might be ailing, but we can't be offering charity.
Well, how about I offer you this? How about I offer you the sweet release of death?
We talking the spawns you need. You just gotta be ready to part with some beats. Yes, I am more than happy. It's a pleasure doing business, ma'am. It's only the fire scrap we're selling, promise. For your show's sake, we'll be hoping all them spawns get the job done. If this was normal gameplay, I would be just going and just healing. I'd be going to a bench. I'd be enjoying it, but no. We have to get out of here. We have to get going. At least we have our double jump to get out. Okay, let's heal up and get those spikes. Thankfully, it wasn't a gathering quest. I am more than happy to part with some beads. But could you imagine if I did not have the rosaries? If I didn't have the rosaries to pay for that? That would have been just cruel. What are they even going to do with those rosaries? What are they going to buy? Yeah, collecting the rosaries without the rosary magnet.
But now, not another bother for the great Yarnby. Madam, I returned with the spines request to allow me to enter, that you may remove this parasite from my shell. Ah, the spines! Specimen, you have them! Then it's time, indeed! To free you of your wriggling torment and show my genius clear. Yes, yes! Finally, a specimen worthy of my mighty extractor, my beautiful, unveiling, maligned extractor. Come this way. Though first things first, this is just a formality. You just need to sign this waiver. It's nothing really. It just says that if, and this is a very big if, very remote chance, maybe 10%. Just, you may die on the table, but just, it's a 10% chance. I mean, 90%, that's still an A. I mean, you get a 90% on your test or your paper, you're like, yeah, I'm celebrating this. In a That reminds you. Yeah, that reminded me of that one scene from Venture Bros where they had the giant needle machine to suck out the blood that they store in a big jar, and that if you die from it, they'll send your next of kin a big jar of blood and a nice card. Whip the needle in sweeping swings. Leech the life of foes through twisted roots.
Oh, thank you.
The operation a success! The simpletons hiding in that blasted bell vein would shatter into dust if they saw how much I achieved without them.
You finished?
Madam, I shan't lie. That was an ordeal such as I have rarely suffered.
And then I could just imagine Hornet. She's sitting at Kingdom's Edge. The shade approaches her.
You want to hear about the time I got inserted with a parasite and then had to get forcibly removed by some malpracticed slot monster? And yet the parasite does seem to have been unbound somewhat. Whatever remnant still lingers on my shelf feels calmed, enough for me to claim its power as my own.
Yeah.
Perhaps this is a fortunate result after all. Of course, great Yanabe has heard you, shouted throughout the cavern. Scream it from the great spinning towers. Just make sure they hear you in the so-called civilized settlements of this ignorant land.
Okay, so it looks like we now have all the effects, but with none of the downsides.
It's the lot of them! Such great achievement, wrought by Yanabe, a bug healed full by my marvelous medicine. A few weaklings expire, and they all raise their claws. Oh no! My one relative's missing his arms! Oh! Yanabe, don't rip out that guy's heart! Yanabe! Eyeballs should remain in their sockets! A bunch of babies they are! Is there no place for progress in their tiny minds? But, oh, there's something more about you. I've sliced the shells of countless filthy pilgrims, all of those plain, graying innards. Yours are something else entirely. It tickles at my mind still. Psst! What is it your shell that eludes even my perfect, precise perception? Would you show me, specimen? Go on, let the great Yanabe peer at you deeper, darker secrets. I've no desire to see my shell pierce pride into any further, healer. Your services have succeeded and taken its toll in pain. I hope only that I never have to seek your aid again.
Okay. So it looks like basically we have three. Okay, so we have two. Okay, so we have three in total blue charms, one red, or rather two red. Okay, let's just get to a bench so we can swap out. Though I wonder what that healing effect is like. Yeah, though no yellow charms, that's a real turnoff. Yeah, we're gonna have to sacrifice my dice just to have a map. Yeah, plus, while the downward slice is good, it has that weird delay in the air. Okay, I kind of am figuring out what this is. Chances are, basically, this is basically the leech effect, where you have to hit near enemies. Which could be good, but also just... I wouldn't trust myself basically being close to the enemy. Because basically, when I'm fighting an enemy, I want to be away from them when I'm healing. I don't want to be right next to them. Yeah, so let's go swap out our wonderful... Let's go swap out our wonderful, wonderful charm... Our wonderful... sorry. Yeah, our wonderful, 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 wonderful Wanderer's Charm. Yeah, how many memory crusts do we have, out of curiosity? Okay, memory lock at 7. Okay, I'll knock the... beast. Yeah, I'll give some unlocks for these. Okay. Yeah, I'm just determining how to basically just... Yeah, but then again... Yeah, I don't know if there are any other crests that we would basically be unlocking. Okay. Yeah, so anyways, on that note, I think that now would be a good time to end things off. I really appreciate that you stuck around to watch this episode. You're a great viewer. I hope you come back for the next one. If you like this video, like, subscribe, comment, share, do whatever you want. With that, see you next time. Bye.